Hello, everyone. This is Randy Wilson, and I am here with my good friend Christina Tangway. This is her very first broadcast for TBC, and she's got a lot of great things to share with us. First of all, Christina, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
With pleasure. Thank you, Randy. And yes, this is my first broadcast. I did a little 2 minutes with my granddaughter maybe 4 months ago, so that's not counted. um, a little bit about myself. I signed up in TBC in September of 2017. And I didn't really get to start working on TBC right away because, I just signed up my husband and the whole household. That's how I know to do when I see something good. But I was still researching and doing things about it, and I had other things happening. So I didn't really look at it until just before the redemption in January. And remember, it was January 18th. And so I got busy then, and I started doing promoting it and getting involved in it, building it. Um, this is where I really started to work a little bit in it, but I didn't really start working on it until I was in vacation in Brazil. I went in March, I went vacation, and then I was still doing my work, building and keeping up to date of what's happening with my friends, how it's going, looking through videos and things like that. Um, then somewhere around in April, I start doing a little bit sales, making a little bit money, creating some income by selling, introducing people to it, and selling Kringles. Then about the beginning of May, I was already there for almost a month. In the beginning of May, I was going through some videos and researching the blogs and videos. Yes, before that, I was doing the blog video, mostly that. And then I was doing the videos, and so then one day I saw Randy on a live video that was live at the time. I said, "Wow, this must be something awesome for someone to take their time to." And he was the voice of TBC, and he's giving his voice and his time every day to this. And I really really got into it when I started seeing things happening. And when I finished by the time I came back to Canada at the end of May, I was a full-fledged Tibetian, ready to work. I told my husband, I'm working and vacationing at the same time. Actually, I used to, when I'm out visiting, I used to go to the beach, Copacabana Beach, and I used to really look at the time to get home at 3 o'clock, which was that time 11 o'clock. He was doing it at the time, 11 o'clock uh,
Pacific.
PD, Pacific time, and our time there was 3 o'clock in Rio. So I missed it a few times. Sometimes I catch it halfway. So it was great, but I watched it every day, replay. And I was looking at other videos, and this is awesome. This is really growing. And what I was hearing about it, all the things I was hearing about TVC, and then I contacted my friends, and I got really involved in it. Needless to say, I'm a full-fledged TVCer now, but now to say the least of the most to say actually the most that when I started doing about a month ago Randy cash flow
The
system
cash
and
flow coaching, right? Cash flow.
cash coaching, cash flow meetings, and the whole shebang, the whole thing that the eagerness to be there, like it is fun every day, 4 days a week, awesome. I have fun with it, and money coming in more.
Yes, yes.
How does it get any better? I ask myself.
Let me ask you this, Christina. You have been shining in the TBC community. I mean, you've become very influential. You have not only made TBC something that is close to your heart as far as, aligned with our mission and everything. But you're also making, money with TBC too, right? I mean, so
Yes.
speak a little bit about that. How does it feel to have something like this private currency that we have, but you've been able to convert it into actual money that you can use to, pay bills, buy groceries, go shopping, these kind of things? How does it feel to have this kind of resource in your hands?
It is awesome, Randy. It is awesome. I cannot speak uh, too much on it. It's like I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
The money's in the wallet. People want money, cash out. I want my money to stay in, but also I can take out some and I can show that here I'm living the millionaire's lifestyle
Right.
at this moment because I'm taking money out of my wallet every day.
Your digital wallet.
My digital wallet,
Yeah.
right? And as far as being this money helping people globally, poverty globally, it's so hard for people to grasp it. This has been my lifelong thing to help eliminate poverty, which way I can do it.
Yeah.
At one time, I was long ago, that was maybe 20 years ago, I was in a poor country and I look at poverty and I said, well, what can I do? Housing for poor kids is not enough. Feeding them is, I alone can't do that. And, my husband, he did a business that to almost spend lots of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars to start it, but it never get anywhere. He started and researched it and it never get anywhere. This is to give everybody a chance to start with even $5, like people from the poor country, and even that people couldn't afford. But needless to say, let's not talk about that. And it's not about me, but him and I, we had the same goal to end poverty, to make everybody earn the same money.
You know, you bring up a very good point. When you see poverty, we see poverty all around us, and we want to help. We want to help, but we don't have a tool. We don't have resources to take on such a huge, a huge task in society. Poverty reaches far, deep, and wide,
Yes.
and it's going to take a special solution to really attack that issue.
Yeah.
And like you said, TBC, all of a sudden,
this is it. This is the answer, and that is why I held it so close to my heart, and I see it. Right at the beginning, I see it, but I want to know more. Is this too good to be true? Like the many millions of people out there saying, and then as more and more I get into it, I see it is great. It is not too good to be true. It is true. It is us. It is we are the TBC. It is us, and we just have to go out there and change people's mind a little bit, one at a time.
Yes,
and that's how hunger would be eliminated, one at a time.
Absolutely.
And if we hammer this home to people often enough, they will get it, because I can see in my own entourage of people it's happening. I can see on my online business, and people come to me, Christina, you have something, how we can make money. And all I show them now, Randy, believe me, I used to have like Bitcoins, this, that. I have maybe 5 Bitcoins business right now, currently. I don't even show them that. I put it aside, let it go by itself. I'm not going to promote anything but TBC.
That's awesome.
I also told my husband that I'm not promoting anything else. He said, yes, you work at it, and then, I'll help you at certain time, when the time is right.
That's right.
It's whatever hand, and he's helping in the background. He helps me because sometimes I'm busy. That's the logo in the house now.
It
I'm
always
busy.
works better when the husband and wife, when spouses are together on a project. It always works out better anyways, right?
Yes. He's not physically helping me, but he supports me. That's the word.
And that's a very good, makes for a very good environment.
Yes. So this is where I am with TBC, and now thanks to you, Randy. You're the one who influenced me. This is not, and this is me. Like, it's like that person that brought me. 2 people before brought me, 3 people, 4 people. But when I saw that video, like it's amazing, and I hope my video would influence someone one day.
Your video is already influencing me. All right, I'm already excited. Now, Christina, you wanted to share a specific piece of our education system, right? We have the blog. The blog is just really our main source of information and education. And you said there was one blog post, if you can pull it up. You wanted to read through it, so people
Okay.
share with
Okay.
people
Yes.
a little bit about it.
Okay. I would like to share this with you
So
guys.
um, click on the share screen thing there.
There we go.
There we go. And just go right to the blog post. In the upper left-hand corner, it looks like.
This one.
There we go.
Is it this is being shown, Randy?
It is.
Oh, okay. So this is a third party calling and edification process where people use this many network marketing and multi-level marketing. I've used this in the past and it's very effective, it's very good, and we're all surprised to see that it's here. This is not a multi-level, however it can be used as such because you want to influence someone in your downline or in your affiliation to trust and believe in you. They might trust you, but they might not believe that this TBC as maybe too good to be true, and or they might not. They might believe you, but not trust you that, oh, you got something so awesome. Because that's how this is through my eyes. This is awesome. TBC is awesome. If people would take the time, and that's my constant um, uh, constantly telling people, read the blog, read the blog, read the blog. If you don't understand something, it is so important, and it'll cut. So this is the three-way thing here, and this is I'm going to read a little bit about it. Okay, so it says here, before we get started with the current topic of this blog post, I want to briefly clarify our TBC offer at this time. We are building a new financial system that is private for members only. From the ground up, within our abundance-based concept, all of our members will become wealthy, either millionaires or billionaires. Our offer is simple this: for only $110, any new member will ultimately become millionaires and billionaires. And their TBC Kringle coins will become fully liquid and 100% spendable. You hear that, guys? Once we have matured into a fully developed TBC Kringle economy that is global. Where else can you turn $110 into millionaire or billionaire status over the next 1 or 2 years? Where? I don't know of anywhere.
That's right.
And this is awesome. This is, people should really, really take a look at it and see it for what it is. Okay, now to address the subject of how powerful three-way communication is having made that important clarification. Also, I will explain the dangers of building groups. TBC prospects and new members face a mind-blowing paradigm shift when they examine our TBC offer. First, we present a gift of over $2,000. To some people, this is also too good to be true. Why are you giving me $2,000 in our somewhat digital money? That by itself is mind-blowing. And to test this validity, new members want to immediately spend it before they even take the time needed to understand our money and the new financial system that we are rolling out over the next couple of years. Redeemable cookies as the initial gift stops them from following through on the desire to immediately spend their gift, and allows our community the opportunity to take the time needed to fully explain our fantastic offer to these new members. But we are dropping the ball at this but are we dropping the ball at this critical junction? Many of those actively recruiting within the TBC community haven't fully grasped what our TBC offer is, and in many cases have superimposed a distorted version of the TBC offer based on what they think or understand it to be on their prospect and new recruits. And the result can be discouraging for both the prospect and the recruit and their sponsor. Three-way communication is by far the best way to straighten this situation out. We want all our new members to be excited and not left with feeling a feeling of discouragement. An excited member is ready to learn and do our system that leads to success. Three-way communication is a time-tested and proven strategy which leads to positive results and income. I've done that many times before and I know exactly what it is. That has been used in many variety of business opportunity worldwide. Let's go over the three parties in the diagram above in the poster and show you and see what you think about it. So there it is. It's a third party calling and it's a edification. This is the edification process. This is you. This is your expert. You call in somebody like Randy if you want to get somebody really get going. And this is your prospect. He's green. Doesn't know anything about TBC. So you want him to trust you and you want your superior person who have more knowledge about TBC that he's been in for since the inception of it to trust also so this new person can trust the expert and you trust the expert is and the expert will now pass that on to the new person and the new person will therefore now trust you in a trust and friendship. So it's amazing. It's work. So there we are with that. Um, Positive results. And it starts with you. Let's say you have not made much money yet in TBC. Now let's look at the expert in the diagram. We've done that.
Mhm.
For best result, the TBC expert should have a firm grasp on what our real TBC offer is and what is it all about and possess in-depth knowledge in that regard. But knowledge about TBC is not the most crucial thing to have as a TBC expert. Cash flow is the most important thing, and which is sometimes it, yeah, all the time it is true because people want to make money, they want to earn money, they
Mhm.
want to cash out, and we have to show them that don't cash out, cash in,
Mhm.
cash your money, make your money grow. The experience gained in achieving regular flow is really what sets TBC apart from those that just think they're TBC experts. Make sure you have teamed up with a fully qualified TB expert before you start three-way communications with your prospects and new recruits. And this is why Randy is teaching a lot of people to duplicate himself because he can only do so much.
Mhm.
And the more people come into this cash flow class, I cannot stress this enough. We should have thousands of people if we want a billion people. We should have thousands of people across the globe teaching three ways and cash flow. And who can do that better than Randy? He was the voice of TVC, still is, and he's going to be duplicating himself in dozens and hundreds and thousands of people. And this is what you guys have to do. You have to do. This is what we have to do.
Starting with you, Christina. Starting with you.
Yeah, starting with me. Okay, I am in. I told you I am in. A great place to find a TBC expert is among our active broadcasters. Interview a few of them and select one of them to be your partner in your personal TBC expert. Some of them even have offer cash flow coaching service. There you go. For your prospect, will already have a certain degree of trust with you. They are your connection. Many of your prospects will gladly accept your wonderful gift of cookies from you. Make your best effort to get them signed up and get the gift into their hands. Following our update scripts can be possible. Introduce your new recruit to your TBC expert and edify your expert before you talk to your prospect, meaning that you would say that you trust and believe in your TBC expert because they are a successful and helpful member of TBC. In a three-way communication, decide ahead of time with your TBC expert which medium of communication you'd be using to do the to talk to your prospect. It can be a three-way available for us. We communicate globally, available to us as we communicate globally. When it comes to mediums of communication, that's not a problem for so many people. Even that 11-year-old can teach you that. Match up the best time of the day to do these three ways. Naturally, these three ways can fill up a TBC expert schedule, especially someone like Randy. He's very busy. He's so awesome. He's taking a whole hour and a half with me here today. So don't expect more than 5 minutes in the three-way communication. The TBC expert will ask the recruit a question or two to get them talking about themselves. It's important that we ask them to talk about themselves to find out their goals, how much time they have, how much money they have. That's what I do. And I know all our experts do the same thing. And then the TBC expert should edify you to your new recruit by saying they believe in you and expect you to be very successful in TBC, and that and we all follow a proven system that works, and this what bring duplication to our TBC. The TBC expert will then ask the new recruit if they will commit to following our proven system by following your lead. If your new recruit had not yet found that they respect you, then by the time your TBC expert has edified you in front of them, they will have gained a greater respect for you. Some call this the edification game. But hey, guys, this is not a game. This is it's serious business, and we are doing what we are doing here. And we want our new recruit to have respect for you enough to follow you in our TBC system. Now, that's how a three-way works for the proper way, a three-way, the proper way. Multiple three ways with the same new recruit is okay and encourage and and encourage to make that new recruit a solid member of our TBC community. You will find that as soon as you do these three ways over and over again, that will pick up that you will pick up on the buzzword that work and light people up into action. And you will need to do this less and less with your TBC experts. Once you get the hang of it, and in your own and have a steady cash flow coming in, and it is, oh, what did I do?
Oops.
I click something here.
Get it back there.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we? I have a TBC community.
Multiple three ways. You'll find that as you do the last, maybe sentence.
Yeah, you will find that as you do these three ways over and over again, that you will pick up on the buzzwords that work and light people up into action, and you will do less and less under with the three way and your TBC expert once you get the hang of it and in your own, and you can have a steady cash flow flowing coming in, and it is the proof you know what you are doing. I've made huge income doing three ways in other ventures. TBC admin is saying that, but Christina is saying that. I did that too. I know what it is.
Right. That's right.
Okay. Now let's talk about the danger of setting up a group of any kind. One of two things likely to happen in any group you set up. Either trolls or misguided members will poison your team in it and create a bunch of time wasting drama and grief or due to a lack of activity in the group, your team will start to conclude that nothing is really happening in TBC and lose interest in pursuing it. Both are terrible outcomes. I have dedicated a number of posts with this blog to address and the harm trolls can bring into our community through Facebook. I suggest you look up those. But WhatsApp and Telegram group, as well as Messenger chats group, can be just as bad. It is also impossible to train enough watchdogs to protect an active group around the clock. Any social media admin of a group is bound to have these kinds of trouble. I do. So consider this a fair warning. And the first thing that happened is when the admin themselves are TBC trolls. Well, they better watch out. Fury builds up, and karma will have their way. Karma will have her way. Train your team just to avoid most of these groups altogether, and you will enjoy some peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Gathering people in person in meetings can also be dangerous if you don't know how to manage it properly. I've seen more than one leader fall from grace when they fail to put in the safeguards needed for meetings. Lead by example, be the highest cash flow earner. Wow, awesome.
Awesome stuff. It's interesting that hearing you read that blog and hearing you read those words, I think people get to really understand that our TBC environment, the goal, the mission, the vision of TBC is certainly a lot more serious than some people might take this as. It's like admin said there, this is not a game, this is serious business. And we are here to help people to understand that we have a system and that we are here to help them with our vision and mission of ending poverty, but also we have this cash flow system so that people can be helped today. You can be helped today with our system of approach. So really good stuff there.
Awesome.
So, Christina, thank you for sharing your time and your thoughts with us. Thank you for sharing us with your passion, your compassion. I'm very happy to hear from you and see that you're becoming a broadcaster in the TBC, broadcaster choir, if you will.
Thank you, Randy.
This has been awesome. I'm glad that we had this time to share.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay.
So click on the bottom that says stop the live broadcast.
Stop the live. Okay.
It's end broadcast or something there. Click on the bottom that says stop the live broadcast. On the Google side. End broadcast or something there. Click on the bottom that says stop the live broadcast.
Yes.
You like anything on your computer?
Not on the YouTube side, on the Google Hangout.
Oh, okay, live. Stop.